All right, 1.72 million. So, as you can see, this build is very fucking weird. I don't know why it went from that to 1.7. That's the new record. Well, the new record with video evidence. Because still, that 1.86 million still eludes me. And I don't know how that got higher. So I think it was just a lucky, just super crit hit. Because my previous was 1.64 million and then went up to 1.67 million. Now it's at 1.7 something million. So I don't know. There must be a way to like keep it going up. Uh, and then like, why aren't I getting as much damage as I was earlier when I was hitting it? See, that's weird. You saw when I was hitting it earlier like this, I was getting like 20,000, 30,000, and now I'm only getting like 12,000. Maybe one of my buffs ran out. Yeah, they don't seem to. I wish they should make a skill that makes your buffs last longer, or an enchant. An enchant that would be cool. Like 20% skill duration. That would be a dope enchant. So let Pocket Pair know that I said that. That. All right, and without further ado, I'll show you the build. This build's a lot better because you got a lot more stamina. You can move around a lot more freely. You got a lot more food satiety, so you won't need to eat as much. It's very mobile, very quick, mobile, agile, lethal. But yeah, let me just show you. And another thing I wanted to bring up that I think would be cool to be added to this game is they got this little section where you could put equipment loadouts, and I feel like you should be able to just click it and like, oh, you can equip, but I think you should be able to click it and then put it on your hotbar. Because if you could put your equipment loadout on your hotbar, you could just click that and it just changes all your gear to that equipment loadout. That would be incredible. That I think that would be really epic to make it more seamless, unless like you have to go into menus and da 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 and do this and do that. So I think that would be a really cool addition, a really welcome addition. But let me show you the build, le build. So most of this stuff is gonna use like um, Victorious Goddess. I guess Goddess is unstackable, so no. It's mostly um, Victorious, Legendary, Final Deadly. Those are the ones you can find on most of these enchants or most of this gear. And then I got all the unstackable stuff that you can use, or like all the stackable stuff that I could find. So be careful when you're doing unstackable stuff, because some of them can only be put on weapon slots, and others can be put wherever. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I got like horrendous, realm ender on one. I'm thinking about like maybe either putting more realm enders on and maybe a couple other stuff changing it around, because realm ender has like plus 30% attack. So if I put that on a bunch of stuff, that'll probably like raise me up, or at least put it on like you know this stuff that I could change out some of the weaker skills for. But other than that, yeah, that's basically what I'm rocking with. Attack plus 156%. You're not gonna have any defense, so just keep that in mind. Uh, let's see, attack speed 30%. That's not really like attack speed is not really that needed for this build. You could probably have it at 0%, but it's kind of good because if you have attack speed and you do that light slash, you're gonna do it faster. I think so. You have less time to be interrupted. So that, yeah, no, it's a give and take. And then life restore with skills minus 816. Gosh, damn, that's not good. Oh well. Increased damage dealt plus 40%. All that. Where's the crits? Physical crit 102%. Physical crit rate 56%. So that's pretty good. And then as for skills, it's all the same skills I had before on my last Katana 1.0 build. So I'll let you take a look. If you guys want to pause it, take a closer look. You guys can do that. I'll spend about 5 seconds in each one of these pages. Yeah, I might get rid of aerial, but I think I'm gonna keep it now that I have food and it doesn't really matter. All right, and those are my skills. And then for this build, if you want to get defense with this build, first let's drink a potion, get some more mana. But the only way I found to really do defense with this build is do this and then hit up this. This is strictly and purely for defense. And then you could hit this, and then boom, 370 shield. And if you wait until that buff, that mana buff I just did depletes, you'll get your health back and you'll still keep the shield. Or you could just get into the battle with just that if you wanted to, if you weren't like worried or anything. But yeah, I think I had 250 health before I did that buff. So 250 plus 370 is like 580 or something. No, 530. I'm not good at math. 530, 520, somewhere around there. But currently it's only at, as you can see, 478 all together if you're gonna add the shield in. But like I said, you can wait for that buff to go down, then you'll get your health back and still keep the shield. So that was a good. That's a pretty good trade-off in my opinion. And it's this build isn't that good for just like attack damage. It does pretty good. Like that's 8,000, 12,000, 16. So it's no slouch when it comes to like those big hits. I think the more you hit it, yeah, I got a buff. So the more times or consecutive hits, the more damage usually. Might be at my max stacks of 6 already. You can tell in the bottom left hand corner. Let's put on these buffs and hit it a couple times just normally. I'll probably do the light slash at the very end, but yeah. And there's like an extra piece of food in there I'm eating for no reason that I don't need to eat, but I'm just, I don't know, just want to make sure I cover all my bases. Yeah, see, that's a lot bigger. 33. That was a crit too, a big crit. See, those are pretty big. See if I can. Not enough mana, bro.